Hey, everybody, it's me again, and today we are doing the movie review on Ruby Gillman Teenage Kraken. Now, I decided to pick this one for my movie review playlist is because I started to grow an interest in it when I saw the trailer, and to be fair, I was a little bit worried because the concept of the film kind of reminds me of Luca just a little bit, but in actuality, it's actually a combo of The Little Mermaid plus Luca plus Turning Red. And the fun part is, this is actually a role swap for the Little Mermaid because the mermaids are evil and the krakens are the good guys, apparently. So anyway, yeah, today I'll be reviewing this and giving my opinions on it and see how I really feel about this. But anyway, before I want to start off, here are some few things that you should know. I know this film was released in, I think it was June 30th, but like how I mentioned before in my community tab bar, I don't know what it's really called. Well, actually, I said that I would review this, but it was like in early July, so yeah, yeah. Anyway, I just watched it yesterday, so if you haven't seen the movie yet, this may contain some spoilers, but there is a chance that you can avoid them. First, pause me, and then you can check it out on the theaters, or if you just got the DVD, or if it's now streaming like 6 months prior to the to this video's release, then you can check it out. Or if you're a leaker sneaker, go on ahead. I don't really mind, but I'm going to try my best not to bring up any spoilers. So, yeah, other than that, let's get started. Typical day for the Gilmans as they are getting ready for their normal days in their normal town, and all Ruby wants to do is to go to a special prom with this boy, but however, her mother forbids her because the prom is near the ocean with a boat. So with that, she decided to sneak off and not to tell her mom, but first she wants to ask her crush Connor to go off. However, something went wrong because one of her friends gave her a confetti cannon, which Connor accidentally launched it and sent him off to the ocean, and Ruby, he couldn't even try to jump into the ocean, but she did to try and save him. However, it didn't go as well, but something happened. A huge pulse have came up and she became a giant kraken and saved Connor. However, after she was saved, she couldn't remember and she was washed up at shore. But as she went out back to school, she met Chelsea, one of the new students who took all the glory, saying that she was the one who saved Connor. However, as she met her at Ruby, she felt a little bit awkward and she started to feel weird, so she tried to go out to the library and hide her new condition. However, as the more emotional she got, she started to grow up and become a giant kraken again. It really freaked her out, and she was on a rampage, and a captain mistaken her for the monstrous kraken. Yep. Even noticed her mother, who tried to come in and try to calm her down, and to her surprise, her brother came in to see Ruby Gillman and congratulate her for becoming a giant kraken. However, it didn't really do not a lot for her mother because she was just so concerned about her and what changes could be great for her and the relationship that she had as a giant kraken as well. And Ruby got so upset that she went up to her room and tried to get it out of her head. But then she got the idea to follow her uncle Drip And then she went off to the civilization of the Krakens and met her grandmother, or I guess grandmama, and he is so excited because Ruby is the destined warrior princess to take over the crown. However, Ruby didn't really approve of that and she just ran off, but her grandmother then decided to wait because she knows that she will come back. However, by the way, the last picture from before, I did mention that she did transform into a giant kraken, but I couldn't find any pictures for her first transformation, so sorry about that. That's the so far the some of the few giant kraken in Ruby Gillman I have, other besides the origin ones, which I do not have. Anyway, as she was just trying to head back up in shore, the captain was trying to capture her because he became the prey of the captain. However, she was unexpectedly saved by Chelsea, who turns out to be a mother flippin' mermaid. Yep. Other than that, though, even though here's one problem though, mermaids and krakens are arch enemies, and they don't really get along with each other. And so Ruby decided to storm off to back up in shore. However, the next day, the word of the giant kraken is all around town thanks to the captain who took the video, shots. And with that, the Gilmans are so worried that they might hunt down Ruby, which Agatha, her mother, decided to come up with a plan to send her son, her husband, and her brother to distract the captain just in time to keep her away from Ruby. Meanwhile, Ruby tried to apologize for Chelsea for being a little bit rude, but she got over it because apologies are overrated for her. And they both decided to become friends and spend most of their time in water and came up with the idea to settle off the war once and for all by finding the trident and showing them that the mermaids and the krakens can be friends, right? Well, that turned out very wrong because it turns out Chelsea is not Chelsea. She is the mermaid warlord, or Nerissa, and she betrayed them to getting the trident to lay waste on the kraken kind and become the ruler of the seven seas. Her mother and her grandmother found out about this and they tried to stop her. However, she was too strong until the final showdown between Nerissa and Ruby came in, and with the efforts of Ruby, Agatha, and Grandmama, they worked together to destroy the trident, and they all defeated Chelsea, or Nerissa, whoever you want to call her. And with that, Ruby successfully got the chance to go to prom and dance around with Connor on the time. And ever since then, Ruby became super popular and, hold on, my camera's a little bit crooked. There we go. And she became a national protector of the seas that whenever there's something going on, not again. Whenever there's something going on, Ruby Gillman will be there to protect them at all costs. The end. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Now it's time for my ratings. So, I like it. It's a good movie. There's some few things that are kind of interesting. Some are kind of not. Like, for example, the plot. I think it was alright. It does kind of remind me of Luca and Turning Red. And because of the sea monsters plus the coming of age story. But it is a little bit better than Turning Red in my opinion because it does have a villain in there, a actual villain rather than the relationships with a mother and daughter. It also has some few concept with Strange World for the relationship triangle between Ruby, Agatha, and Grandmama. However, it is a step up from Strange World because in the plot of Ruby Gillman, and they showed off a lot more of the plot and the combo of the family relationships than in Strange World. It only showed most of the family relations and then the plot. So yeah, that's a little improvement on that. And also, of course, like I said, it's like Little Mermaid, but reverse. Mermaids, cynical, what was that word? Sinistering, evil, diabolical, ruthless, krakens, angels, I guess? Anyway, that's my review. So I would give it a somewhat of a 5 out of 10 in my opinion. I think it was alright. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Now for our question of the day, who would win the fight? Mei Ling or Ruby Gillman? Since they're both teenagers that become giant monsters, I would like to see who would win the fight. So if you have a answer for that, then you can write that down below in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Hey, it's me, BDH, but I'm also known as the Brick Dragon Hero. That video was great, huh, Applex? You said it, BBJ. And if you want to see more of the Brick Dragon Hero videos, all you gotta do is subscribe. Follow Brick Dragon Hero on Instagram. Like for this video. Share this with your friends.
And comment down below what you think of that video.
And don't forget to check out the last video. So thanks for watching and have a brick day. Whoosh.